What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a very interesting and intriguing duel for you guys to check out. This one is going to be kind of trolly, but I definitely enjoyed it. And I don't generally like to showcase these banished decks. I said this on my live stream the other day. I don't like to kind of commentate and profile these decks because I find them to be kind of boring, to be honest. I get sent so many submissions for these banished decks, and it's kind of like it's just the same deck and the same play over and over and over again. Like, hey, look at me, I can play Necroface and Soul Absorption and get, 15,000 life points. Oh, I'm such a pro. Like, they're not really that interesting, but this version is actually pretty unique, and the way that he played this game out is really interesting. It's gonna get kind of trolly at one point. You guys will see what I'm talking about. And at the top, we have Great Kaiju. I actually contemplated running this at a regionals, but I ended up deciding to play, I believe this was Monarchs. This might have been like a couple of years ago. It's kind of a fun deck. The concept is basically to kaiju any problem monsters that your opponent has. You just kaiju those big boss monsters, and then you take your Greatles, you ram them motherfuckers into the kaijus, and then you just take those, and you kind of have a lot of outs to pretty much any big monsters your opponent puts on the board. You either just take them with the Greatles, or you just kaiju you over them. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this, and before I do, actually, I would like to say that the bane of the existence of the Greatles is cards like Dimensional Fissure, because obviously Greatles have to go to the graveyard so that they can come back and they can be put in the spell and trap zone, and you can snatch steal your opponent's monsters. So he basically has a hard counter in his opening hand, and it's not just that. He opens with Grass, and he's gonna get a bunch of cards in the graveyard. Gets 20 off the top. I think he's gonna go for a level 8 here. Yeah, he's going to go for Cyframe Omega. He's going to hit Gamma out of his opening hand. He does leave his field open, and he's going to play that Kaiju Waterfront. He's going to attack with the Great Cobra, and this was weird to me. I was like, maybe this is setting the tone of the duel. He immediately drops down Battle Fader rather than take just 1,500 battle damage. Do you guys agree with that? Like, usually I like to use Battle Fader as like a last resort, but this guy was just like, no cap G, I am not taking any damage. And I was like, oh, okay, I mean, I guess if this was a Link format duel, he could have turned that Battle Fader into Link Karibo. And then, what was even more weird, he crashes the DD Warrior Lady into the Dp-Ygo, and they both are 1,500, so he's going to banish it, but he could have just attacked with Omega. It was really weird the way he's playing this duel. Like, I don't really get that. So, he gets some damage in. I guess that's kind of worth it. And his opponent is going to Gamma Seal the Battle Fader. I think that he did that simply so that he could drop his Radion. But if you guys notice, when he tried to attack with Radion, he ended up using a Tri-Eye Dice from the graveyard, and the attack was negated. This is the annoying part that I was talking about and why it's going to be trolly. Look how many attacks are going to get negated in this duel. I think we're at 1, right? So he goes Allure of Darkness. He's going to go Fairy Tale Snow. He's going to put the Radion face down. I think he's going to lose everything on his field here, including he's going to lose that Cobra in his hand. But he does keep the Interrupted Slumber, which is pretty nice because he can obviously get a big Kaiju out, and his opponent can get a little Kaiju. He has that backed up with a Greater Split, but once again, he tries to attack, and yet another copy of Tri-Eye Dice negates the attack. So we're up to 2 negated attacks. He's going to use Greater Split, which was kind of unnecessary. I kind of wonder what he was doing, because obviously the Thunder King Kaiju was significantly bigger anyway, so I don't know what he was thinking. Like, he really didn't need to use the Greater Split, but I mean, I guess damage is damage, right? So I mean, I guess it's fine. He's going to attack, I believe. Nope, he's going to go for the Great Slime play, and he's going to trade that in for Great Dragon. Now, he's finally able to get rid of the Dimensional Fissure, but his opponent once again activates another copy of Tri-Eye Dice, so he's going to have a third attack negated, so he's not taking any damage, I don't think, this turn. He's going to go ahead and search another Kaiju, and the important thing is he got rid of the Dimensional Fissure, which was kind of an annoying part, and I believe he's going to set Necro Gardener, which is just even more attack negation. He puts Fairy Tale Snow in the graveyard, and he's going to go ahead and Kaiju that Omega to get that off the field. I think he's going back to the Great Slime play, and he's going to go back for a Great Dragon. Unfortunately, he's going to end up popping the Necro Gardener, which you guys know obviously can negate attacks. So again, he's going to go into attacks. So he's going to have his 4th and 5th attack negated. Then he's going to attack Fairy Tale Snow, which obviously is going to book the monster. So that attack is essentially going to get negated. I don't even know how many attacks are not going through, but he's going to Fairy Tale Snow twice, and the Yu-Gi-Oh gods are with him, guys. Check out the freaking top deck. This guy had nothing left. He had no graveyard. He had no resources left, and he top decks the perfect Necro face. The Yu-Gi-Oh gods obviously have blessed this guy. And check this out. That thing is going to go up to 5,000 attack, and he leaves his opponent with a mere 50 life points left. At this point, I was like, all right, well, you know, you can't win every duel. Sometimes it's just not your day. He had every attack negator. He top decked the Necro face, and I pretty much thought that that was the end of the duel, but he's actually going to be able to, I believe, go back for that Great Old Slime one more time. This is what the third summon of Great Old Dragon that he's going to go for. He's going to pop that Utopia, and he's finally able to get a clean attack through. The guy does not happen to have enough cards in his graveyard to activate Fairy Tale Snow, and he actually ends up pulling the 50 life point comeback. So yeah, definitely an abrupt way to end the duel, because I really thought when he got Necro Face, I was like, okay, the Yu-Gi-Oh gods clearly want this guy to win. I mean, that's pretty much how I thought the match was going to end. But Bandit Keith actually ends up taking the L, just like he did in season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you thought of the duel in the comment section below, and subscribe if you have not already.